Hi everyone, today is November 6th, 2023. You guys are on board with
the crazy dog that wants to eat diapers.
Xena Kachunk. Yes, Xena, Michelle Fixit, Fairy Unicorn, also known as Isabel or Izzy. Charlie, also known as Baby Hulk.
Also known as the destroyer of the world.
Yeah. And me, well, already said me. And we have to turn around. And so we went to Dollar Tree, we didn't do a video, boo on us. We went to Walmart and we didn't do a video, boo on us. And I have some grumpies about the Walmart in Dundalk, Maryland, because you guys have like so many associates hanging out with the self-checkout, but like they're not hanging out with the self-checkout. And so like we went over and our machine was grumpy and Izzy really wanted to get something, and I was like, well, we need to bring it up and see
It was like really tiny.
We need to ring it up and see how much it is because it was on clearance. And it was like 10, almost 11 bucks for this little bitty stupid thing where it was like cardboard miniatures or something that were Walmart brand miniatures at that. And so it was like, no, Bacatas, we're not doing this. So we rang it up and we tried to delete it, and it wanted a store associate to help with that. So you look over and there's like 3, 4, 5 associates hanging out, just doing whatever. We're like waving, the little thing is like illuminating red, and it doesn't matter, they don't care. So then I'm like, okay, we were there for like 2 or 3 minutes, maybe getting closer to like 4 or 5 minutes, and I started getting annoyed because patience is not my virtue whenever it comes to people not doing their jobs. And so I was like, all right, children, let's migrate over to this other self-checkout that's good. Well, that self-checkout, clearly somebody almost purchased $70 worth of stuff and they walked away from it. And then I was like, nope, not doing this, because you should always look at self-checkout and make sure that the screen is emptied out at a 0. So then I'm like, all right, let's go to this other one. And we start ringing up our stuff, and it had 2 barcodes on it. And so we were buying 4 of them. And of course, on the 4th one, it double rang up, and so then we were in the same situation again. And so finally I was so frustrated because like these people were just hanging out and doing whatever they felt like doing instead of working. And like, considering one of my videos out there in YouTube land is completely commending a lady because she was like really battling it out with self-checkout lanes, and I think there were like 10 or 20 or something lanes that she was in charge of, and she was handling it with such grace and tact. And I was very impressed, and I was very grumpy with Walmart for not having enough employees. Well, when you have too many employees, they don't care what they're doing. So then I was like, you know what, Izzy, why don't you just go over there and say, look, we need assistance. And so she did, and she got the lady to come over, and then once the lady corrected our thing, I was like, oh, by the way, that one also needs to be cleared out, and that one, somebody walked out without paying. And she was like, ugh. I was like, well, if people would have been doing their jobs, then maybe we wouldn't have this happen. Just saying. But otherwise, it was a good trip. I did get kind of excited because I am a cheap cat, and I know people don't like it when you say cheap. You're supposed to say frugal, thrifty, whatever. Wow, this car is still sitting here. That car has been sitting here for like 2.5 hours. I don't know if it's a stolen car or not, but it is Baltimore. It does happen a lot, more than you would think. But anyways, they have these like seal-proof container things, and I think they're the Homes and Gardens ones. And we buy bag cereal because I am a cheap frugal cat. And on the end caps, there were double sets of them, and so it was $9.98. But they had a bunch of other ones there too, so I didn't know if they were in the wrong spot. So it was $9.98 for 2 of them, and I was like, ooh, that seems like a really good deal. But he's like, things are expensive now, and so like I am confused. So I picked up a few of those, And then I went to the actual container area that they should have been in instead of the end cap. And I found out they were normally like $13 or $15 for a single one. So I am going to do a video on that just in case you guys want to like have nicer stuff for your cereal, because I'm going to do like that, I guess it's ASMR thing where people dump stuff into things, and like you guys like watching that form of organization. I don't know. I'm just kind of figuring it out as I go along. I also, super excited, our first little revenue thing popped up for a whole $2.87. So I did a screenshot of it and I sent it to Husband Cat and I sent it to Crazy Cat Lady, because they're like, oh, you're monetized, so when are you gonna make money and how much? And I'm like, I have no idea. So yeah, $2.87. Cool beans, right? Right. So we had that going on. We picked up Xena from Georgetown because we were leaving Patterson to go to Georgetown to work on projects. Izzy Busy was being a grumpy cat. She's gonna be so mad at me for telling this story. And
Don't do that. No. Okay, I let Gabby out. Gabby was pushing my leg.
these are the types of things that you deal with as a mommy cat. So we were trying to leave the house with one dog, and the other dog was trying really hard to get out of the house. And I was like, Izzy, because we have two doors. We have a white door, we have a black door. And the white door is on the interior of the house, and the black door is on the exterior of the house, and we have a glass door as well. And so I was like, Izzy, you know, close the white door. We don't want Gabby to get out, because I don't know what Gabby's going to do if she gets out. Well, I didn't know what Gabby would do if she got out. And clearly, Gabby is not like Miss Wonderful Xena over here, because Gabby pushed through Isabel, because Isabel did not close the white door, pushed over Baby Hulk, no, pushed over me because I had Baby Hulk and I had Xena, and she bolted it. She ran across the park, and then she did the loop, and then she just started going down the crossroad. I was like, that dog's gone forever. Like, she had places to go, because we don't know what Gabby's story is. She just ended up on my doorstep, or on my stairs rather, stayed there all day, skin and bones, terrified, and we've had her ever since. And so Izzy's melting down. I'm being very mean mommy catted. I'm like, you know, Gerbicatus, you need to get her collar and her training collar, or you need to get her leash, you need to get her training collar. She's going to be gone forever. We have to get her. She's going to get hit by a car. And the Trailblazer was across the street, which was even worse. So then it's like, I'm sitting here juggling a baby on my hip. Ha ha ha. For that stupid guy out there in YouTube land that I deleted your comment. I've got a baby on my hip. I've got a dog in my one hand. I have a 10-year-old that's just like, ah! And I'm just like, I don't know what to do, because I have to get to the dog before the dog gets hit by a car. So I throw I'm like, okay, we gotta, like, we're gonna have to get in the Trailblazer, because I am not gonna be able to carry a child plus a dog plus a 10-year-old to go hunt this dog down. And so Izzy's like, I don't know where her collar and her leash are. And I'm like, they're up there. And we finally get it. So I'm like, all right, let's lock the white door. We got to hurry up and cross the street. We cross the street, throw them in there. And as we're throwing everyone into the Trailblazer to go on our magical adventure to try to track down Gabby, who has much better things to do than like hang out with us, clearly, she comes trotting up. Woo! And then she's got to tinkle at a tree. I saw you, Miss Litterbug. And she has to tinkle on a tree, and I'm like, grab her! And so Xena's in the truck, barking her head off. Izzy grabs her. Some dude walks up, and he's like, oh, she's really nice, and I got a boy red pit bull, and is she fixed, and and trying to like strike up a conversation. Like, dude, I got a baby on my hip, a dog in my... No, Xena was not in the truck. Xena had not made it to the truck yet, because Xena was barking her head off at the guy. So I'm just like, is this really a time to talk pits? Like, you saw my dog ran away, and like, I have children and another dog, and like, she looks like she's gonna eat you. because you're walking up on her dog friend and her human sister, and it was a whole thing. So then the logical thing, because I didn't know if Izzy was going to be able to handle Gabby or not, with getting her back across the street and into the house, the little escapee, was to put Xena in the truck. Yes, it was cool enough. No, she was not burning up or anything like that. She's over here. She's perfectly fine. So I stick Xena in the truck, and still Charlie on my hip, and, you know, carting Gabby into the house, who did not want to go in the house. She's like, no, human mom, I want to be able to be a free dog. I don't want to be a boxed up house dog. Because if you guys didn't know, Xena is the pretty princess that wants to be inside, except for whenever Sean takes her for walks in the park, like a little princess. She like prances about like she's a magical little pony. And Gabby is like the wild and free, I want to be in the backyard unless I have to come inside to go to sleep. So Gabby would love to just spend all of her days outside, rain or shine. Trust me on that, it's ridiculous. Cold or hot, sleeping, barking at people, and being an outside dog. Like, that's her space. We have to drag her inside the house. And occasionally she has been left out all night because I forget, or maybe Izzy puts her outside and somebody forgets, and then Crazy Cat Lady yells at us and she's like, Bacatus, Bacatus, Bacatus. And I'm like, the dog loves being outside, so you can't get mad because the dog has food and water, and like, she's fully capable of scratching at the door. She just doesn't want to. So anyways, that was our day. And, you know, Dollar Tree and Walmart and hunting for boiled peanuts, which we could not find, hunting for discounted Walmart candy, which we did not find, like the discount Halloween candy, didn't find any. But Husband Cat did. Husband Cat found some in Virginia for me. Yeah, so that was nice. But what?
But shout out to Walmart. Try to actually like look at like people's thingies if they need help. Please do that.
Shout out to Normally Positive, Izzy.
You have one job.
They do.
One.
They do. They have one job. Anyways, it's been a day. And so I had every intention. Yeah, car, you better stop. I had every intention of going back to Georgetown to work on some videos for you guys. And Izzy instead was like, calm down. She's like, I don't want to go to Georgetown. I don't want to go back to Patterson. I want to go to sleep. So we retrieved Xena, who was also sleeping. She must have been barking her head off and like trying to let everyone know in the neighborhood that she is there. Which probably made the neighbor happy because the neighbor has a thing for Dobies and just got one too. So like, you know, yay, Dobies, trying to make a comeback. And that's it. So now we're heading back to Patterson.
And you just missed a whole driving video.
I mean, I'm driving now. They can see out my window, and they like me. They like hanging out with me and hearing me talk sometimes, right? Comment about if you do or don't like. If you would prefer me or you prefer the driving videos, let me know. Because like, there's 2,000 of you guys now. Actually, correction. There's 2,000.2 of you guys. 2.2 thousand of you guys. So you guys likes me.
And also just to say, we're gonna start making some drone videos. I want to start making some drone videos.
We're not making drone videos. Isabel's obsessed with the idea of making drone videos. We're not making drone videos.
Yes, we are.
No, that's about as likely as like me learning how to edit stuff too. All right, here's your magical editing. You guys are gonna get a driving video of music now, okay? By the magic of a push. You guys probably didn't hear my boop, but there was a boop. And look, you'll even get a broader perspective. Boop. And some music. Boop. See, and magic. Hey girl, you're looking kind of sweet. I'm talking about the devil's disco. The devil, yeah. In busy space brigade to the psychedelic lights. I'm telling you, this place is on our side, baby. The devil's disco is big and strong. So clap your hands and clap them all night long. And we're waiting for you guys to time out.
Woo woo.
Izzy's like begging for attention back there. Charlie doesn't care. And Gina is always wanting attention.
Oh, come on. And also get the snack pack.
Okay, Zena quit.
Get the snack pack because it's delicious, and if you love chocolate, this is the best thing for you.
It is not the best thing for you.
Well, it's the best chocolate in the world.
You guys have a great night. We shall see you later.
Peace
Bye.